at these kids over a period of 30 years, so it's a longitudinal study. Now, what they did is they had a look at 4-year-olds and they put a marshmallow in front of the 4-year-old and they said, I'm going to leave the room now. Either you can eat the marshmallow now, or when I come back in just a couple of minutes, I'll give you 2 marshmallows. But to earn the 2 marshmallows, you can't eat the 1 marshmallow in front of you. So what they did is they left the room and they noticed that the children who ate the marshmallows, they were the ones that struggled with delayed gratification through life. And they ended up...
Second, Louise, we are being featured on Blog TV, so say hi to all those people out in Blog TV. Okay, so you guys in Blog TV, we've got this amazing lady, feisty, but very smart, and very smart, I should say, talking about share trading. And she is testament to how it can work, because she is a share trader and a very successful one, and she's teaching people how to do this. So if you've got questions out there and Blog TV, please Skype in, chat in, type in, whatever, and ask Louise. And these are this is an interesting time we're living in, and this is the time, I think, of opportunity, provided that you've got the guts and you've got the training behind you to take advantage of the opportunities, because it could change your life just as it's changed Louise's life, and she's helped so many people change their lives for the better. So just carry on with the marshmallow story and the little kiddies who either waited or shoved it down their mouth as fast as possible.
I've actually set my children up with the same experiment when they were 4, just to see what would happen. It's funny how you run your children through mazes when you've got a psychology background, isn't it? So the children who actually ate immediately were the ones that suffered in terms of delayed gratification. And for the rest of their lives, not only did they have a lower level of education and they were less likely to go to university, they were more likely to have more marriages under their belt, to have health issues, because clearly this translates to, should you have a Big Mac or should you choose the salad? There's lots and lots of things that delayed gratification comes into. So one of the first things I feel that people could do that are listening and watching this interview is just deny themselves something. Just deny yourself something that you could easily afford. And once you've denied yourself, set yourself a goal with what it would take to get that particular financial or reward. So maybe, for example, you're working a job and you could easily afford a new TV. Rather than just buying that new TV, set yourself some goals so that you can achieve that TV, and whenever you look at that TV, just relish the thought that you actually made that possible, that you achieved a goal to get it, and make sure in your heart you reward yourself for achieving that goal. Don't just buy things because they're there. They're really to impress people, and in general terms as traders, we try to work as hard on ourselves as we do on our trading plan. This is one of the parts of hard work, delayed gratification.
Wow. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to ask you is in terms of differences or similarities in the people who come to you. I'm going to group them roughly, males, females. Do you find that there is a fundamental underlying difference in the way females and males approach trading? And I don't want to stereotype here, but can you just tell me if there are actually pluses or minuses depending?
There definitely are, and I do see a lot of different people come through the door to accept training, to really revel in it. But I see a lot of people who actually don't make use of the training, and that falls into a 50-50, male and female. So perhaps what I want to do is to emphasise some of the good things that guys and girls do and some of the things that they need to improve on. And this is something that is quite a practical experiment here. Brad Barber and Terence O'Dean took 35,000 US households and looked at who was trading in those US households and determined whether they were over-trading, whether they were overconfident, whether there was an inappropriate level of aggression, and looked at their returns. So it's a very significant sample size. What they found is that the women actually outperformed the men. Now, it's by nearly 2% per annum. That's a significant difference. So firstly, girls, take courage. Realise that you have the seeds of trading greatness within you. Not only can you trade effectively, but if you can stop some of the things that are going on in your mind, like your need to talk about your trades and your ability to self-denigrate when things go wrong, you can actually achieve so much more than you ever thought you were capable of. And guys, some of the things that are difficult for you: aggression and overtrading and overconfidence. Often guys approach the share market like it was some sort of beast that needed to be conquered. It's quite an interesting process. They're also
like want to beat it, is it?
Yes, and it, like, you know, beat it, you know, really hurt it. Often guys are attracted to shares that are going up like this, and of course we know that shares often that go up like that come down like this. Now, you may make whatever assumption you like about that shape, but you mark my words, men are attracted to that shape when they're trading the markets. Now, the unfortunate thing with that is that guys who do blow themselves up tend to take a little while longer to learn than the girls. Often girls will retreat into their shell and they'll feel very, very bad for a very long time. It will take them longer to trade, and in general I think it does take women longer to put on their first trade, whereas guys will swing the bat again before they've even fully recovered and before they've actually internalized the lessons from their previous failure.
Okay, so it's like